Okay, so I must make this video as a low-key journal documentation type of video, but also to pose a question. As you can see, I just woke up. I have that. I just woke up. Look, I just woke up, and I woke up out of a very interesting dream scenario that made me pose the question. The cliche question is sleep the cousin of death, truly? And I would have to say, based off of this morning's dream, yes. Yes, I know this for a fact, not to even be saying it in a cliche way. It's a fact. Um, Without going into too much detail about the dream, I'll just explain. The dream had 4 to 5 different levels. I've had a dream like this before where it was a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream, but nothing this complex, and I'll explain. So basically, I had a dream in a scenario. There were some old friends. We were at the Golden Gate Bridge. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Um, we were leaving early morning. It was nighttime, but early morning, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we were leaving. And whatever happened at the end of us leaving in a car, why we were all in one car, I don't know. But I reset the dream. In the dream, I knew that the way that the dream was turning out with police and people being detained and shot and all that type of whatever was going on wasn't correct. I reset the dream. I started the dream over willingly. Same thing happened when I reset it, even though something has got moved around and it wasn't as long as it was. It was kind of like the same thing when you watch a TV show and they flash back to what happened in the episode before. It was like that. It's a very short version of the first dream. But this time I hid a weapon. I hid a firearm. Let's be specific. I hid a firearm somewhere because I knew things were going to get funky. And I knew that the military was coming. So, or a police, military, whatever. And I hid a weapon or something behind a bum bag in a corner of something. So, when I knew that it was going to be time for the military to come, I went to retrieve the firearm, or no, they were coming, so I didn't go. I walked past them, and blase, blase. I reset the dream again because it didn't end right. So I did the dream again. Mind you, I'm still dreaming. I'm resetting the dream inside the dream. Now, this is the third level of the dream. True inception. This is the real inception shit. So the third time, I did the exact same thing. I hid the firearm behind a bum bag where some bums could have been or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I went to retrieve. Exact same thing happened. Whatever. I went to retrieve the firearm. The firearm wasn't there. It was gone. So I reset the dream again. Same thing happened. All the way up to the point of the firearm. This time, the firearm was there. No, my firearm was gone. A different firearm was there with no magazine in it. Right? So this is the fourth level of the dream. Third, fourth, one of the two. Right? So I'm heartbroken. Like, yo, I can't believe that my firearm is gone. I can't believe it. And I'm looking around, I'm seeing like these military police motherfuckers probably seen my pistol, wanted it, swapped it out, left a bullshit ass firearm here with no magazine in it. I'm hot. And I'm like, wait a minute. None of this sounds right. Now I'm realizing inside the dream that I've reset the dream so many times. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm dreaming. Let me wake myself up. So I wake myself up, right? I wake myself up. Now I'm in my bed and I'm like, yo, let me look and make sure I got my shit. So I look to see where my firearm's at and it's not there. Then I look in the case where the firearm is. I'm like, wait a minute. It's not here. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I really go to San Francisco and was hanging out? I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get up before work, go to San Francisco. I know it ain't gonna be there, man, but I'm gonna have to go just to. Then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. I don't hang out at the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't kick it with these people that was. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I still dreaming? So I woke up in the dream, but it was still a dream. So when I realized that I was still dreaming and I woke myself up in the dream, but still dreaming, when I realized this, I was like, I'm stuck. I can't get out. So I started yelling, ah! That yell really made me really yell, and I really woke up. Like in real life. I really woke up and was like, it was just a dream. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. It was all a dream. No, I'm just playing. So I'm like, yo, all of that was a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream. Waking up, still in a dream. Even when I woke up in real life, I was shook. I didn't know if it was real or not. But sometimes, no, all the time, reality feels different. Like reality, all that, this phone, like touching it, this stuff, it feels different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm really woke. I was like, wow, that was crazy. But it made me really, really understand the concept that sleep is the cousin of death. Because when you sleep, you go into the astral realms. You go into the other side of the veil. This is where death is. Well, after you die, you stay over in that other side of that veil or come back in another body or whatever, but you're over there. But I was trapped. So it made me pose the question that if you die in your sleep, is it an eternal dream? Is really what we feel when we dream? Is that what death feels like? It has to be, because I was almost stuck. So I have to ask myself, did I almost die in my sleep? Regardless of the dream I was having, was that the way that it starts? Is that what one would experience if they were to pass away in their sleep? Would it be stuck? You can't come back. I was stuck. I either took too many turns inside the astral realm, took too many turns inside the lucidness, too aware inside of it, to where fully conscious in the sleep realm or fully conscious in the astral realm. Is that what death is? To be fully conscious in the astral realm. Fully, to where you know and you have control over this dimension. You have the sight over this dimension because you're no longer here. I felt that. Was this an NDE? And when it comes down to near-death experiences and doing, and if I had to compare this to one of the best case studies of near-death experiences, not even a case study, it's a fucking television show called The OA. And how NDEs are the connection pathways to a whole bunch of life experiences, like doppelgangers, like amnesia, like so on and so forth. I'm definitely going to do a video about the OA. I actually had written some notes down about a month ago, 2 months ago. Ironically enough, here's the notes. I wrote it on a paper towel. Yeah, so near-death experiences does seem to have connections to uh, premonitions, past lives, amnesia, deja vu, meditation, dreams, doppelgangers, and alternate timelines. It seems to be the Underground Railroad that connects all of these things. Timeline jumping. We'll definitely go into that further, but I just thought that I would have to document this as it was fresh and make a video. Sorry that I ran my mouth for so long. All right, I'm gone.